Alright guys, and today, of course, we have the update coming to Epic 7. Only real big thing that's coming is the new unit in the limited Flan unit, Afternoon Soak Flan. Honestly, the name is kind of uninspiring, but the animations and the design are very nice, top tier I'd say. And of course, with that, she has a side story coming, and nothing really crazy about the side story, just the fact that we're getting another 78 piece of epic equipment. If you guys didn't know, this piece of equipment literally sucks. Even as a new player, you'll see that, it might seem very good because it's red and in speed set has good sub stats, but this gets outdated super quickly. The subs are just terrible, and even if they look very good at first glance, trust me, these roll like crap. So at most, you'll get like 85 equipment score, not even, so it's worse than the items and gear we get from the anniversary event. So, this equipment, I don't know why it's still 78, like, this is a completely new side story, by the way. It's completely new, and for some reason they decided to add level 78 gear. It's not even a rerun, so Smilegate, step it up. Please just make it level 88. Like, would it kill you guys? Just give 88 gear. 78 gear is just so bad. Very outdated. This was the level of gear that they gave out before reforging was a thing, when the highest level equipment was 85. So I'm not really sure why they're doing this. But anyways, besides that, we're going to be talking about the two banner units here. But before we continue any further, guys, I want to talk about App Gallery, an app which is available on any phone or emulator with the Android operational system. App Gallery will allow you to find exclusive deals and gift coupons for the mobile games that you play. And by clicking my link in the description box, you will receive a $2 welcome coupon. You also will get 20% cash back by registering with Brazil as your region, and when you use PayPal as your main payment method. If you're not from Brazil, it is fine. This is just to access the 20% cashback reward. It is super simple to set up. As you can see, I have it downloaded here on my BlueStacks, which is an emulator that supports Android, iOS, which is all you need to use App Gallery. You can see I am logged in. If you want to log in, it's very simple. Obviously, you just have to register. And just make sure that you just fill it in, put your email, your phone number and everything. And then what you want to do is actually go to games here at the bottom and then go and type in Epic 7 like this, and you'll want to install Epic 7. By doing so, you'll actually be granted access to that $2 free gift code or gift coupon, and also you'll be able to get 20% of your purchase refunded in terms of cashback when you use PayPal. Also guys, not just for Epic 7, but for other games as well, if you go to the main page and go to promotion here, you will see that there are a ton of offers available for you depending on the region that you have selected for different games of your choice on your phone or your emulator on your computer. Definitely try App Gallery, guys. It's just a free way to get free stuff, and I'm sure you will not regret using App Gallery to make your purchases in game. And back to the video here, let's talk about Afternoon Soak Flan as well. I don't really like Soak. I think they could have just named her Afternoon Flan and it'd be fine, but anyways, you're gonna see from her kit, she's a Fire Ranger, and we know that Rangers have very powerful artifacts, including Guiding Light, but you're gonna see that her artifact is gonna make her very powerful. So looking at her skills here, her S1 is a single target attack that will always crit and has a chance to stun. If you use this on her turn, it's an AoE attack, and this will always result in a critical hit, and you cannot trigger dual attacks and counterattacks, and you'll see that she has a built-in focus system. Her S1 will give her focus. Next, her passive is going to be that she gets 3 focus at the start of battle, she gets 50% evasion. When focus is 1 or higher, so anytime she has focus, she has 100% evasion, which is insane. And you'll see after an ally uses their S1, you will use one of that focus, which is of course gained from your S1 at the start of battle, to trigger a dual attack with Afternoon Soak Flan and increase her own CRs. So basically every time an ally attacks and you have focus, you're gonna be S1ing, and because it's not her turn, it won't be AoE, it'll be single target with a chance to stun, but still very annoying, right? If she's stunning your team constantly, it's just super annoying, and if you try to focus her down, she has that evasion, right? So just gonna be a very toxic unit for just control comps, and honestly also for cleave comps, because you're gonna see that her S3 is an AoE attack that defense breaks for 2 turns. We'll see her push everyone by 20%, so not only do you defense break everyone, you also push up your entire team, which is insane. This will always crit as well, so it's gonna be very good against like Navy Captain Landies and stuff like that, so you don't have to worry about her. And you'll see that the Soulburn effect is going to be ignore effect resist, and the biggest thing is that it only costs 10 souls. Usually ignore effect resist costs 20, hers is only 10. And if you think about it, you just AoE defense break everyone guaranteed, push up your team, well, does it really matter who goes next? You just need an AoE attacker and they'll pretty much just wipe the enemy team. So I think she'll be a very, very powerful cleave unit. And I think even so, even if you don't want to cleave, you can use her in some sort of control tanky comp because of her S1 stunning at a 40% chance, which isn't too high, but if you build her tanky enough, of course, she will get a lot of dual attacks off, do a ton of stunning, maybe a ton of damage as well based on her multipliers, and she's very annoying because of her focus mechanic. If you like to cleave and play aggressive, I think she's a must-have. Honestly, even if you aren't, I think she's pretty much a must-have based on her design and animations. It looks amazing. I will definitely be pulling her just off that. But who knows, she's a limited unit, you still want her anyways, and her kit looks very interesting, and who knows, I think this is a type of unit where you have to actually try her out to see if she's good or not. So for sure, when she comes out, I'll pull for her and try her out in PvP and show you guys my results with her. Next, we have her artifact, limited artifact as well, Dreamlike Holiday. It's a critical hit damage increase up to 30% at max rank, which is huge, right? It's pretty much like Draco Plate, but higher damage. And you'll also see if the caster attacks when it's not their turn, so it'll be like a counter attack or a dual attack. Most likely it'll be a dual attack because of her passive, right, on Flan. You'll see that you will get an attack buff, right, for one turn. So very, very powerful. This is going to be very good on her. I don't think you'll run her on Guiding Light because her artifact just works very well with her because of her passive, right? If an ally attacks, you're basically always going to be dual attacking if you have focus, which should be most of the time, so she'll be attack buffing herself very often. Very powerful artifact. If you do decide to pull for her, which I'm pretty sure you will want to pull for her, then you definitely want her artifact as well. Next we have Landy. So Landy, I'm not going to show her your skills because you guys probably know what she does. If you guys don't, I'm not going to show you because there's a lot of text. Basically, she's one of the best damage dealers in the game for PvE. PvP, she's not really used. Her artifact is not that great either, Wall of Order. That's an easy skip. But Landy herself as a unit, best PvE damage dealer in the game, in my opinion. Ton of single target damage, a ton of AoE damage. She has a speed buff for your team. She has CR pushing for your team. So if you're looking for a good PvE damage dealer, she is your best bet. You can use her in Raid, in Adventure, in Automaton Tower, in Abyss, she's very good as well. In Expeditions, just literally everywhere she can be used if you need a damage dealer. You know, ever since her release and her buffs, she's just been top tier in PvE. So if you guys, don't have her and you're new to the game, I definitely recommend her. If you guys are playing the game for a while and are, have already built your PvE teams, you might be able to skip her, but still, take a look at her because she can replace multiple units in multiple teams, making her very efficient, right? You can just put one set of gear on her and she can fit in a ton of damage dealing slots for your PvE teams, which will free up a lot of your gear. So definitely a unit you want to have. And of course, this patch also has, some other stuff, right? We have the Mystic Summon rotation, Urban Shadow Chu, ML Ludwig, ML Balsazan, and ML Lucas. So also have Bloodblade Karin. Honestly, the only one worth it here is Urban Shadow Chu for standard players. Very good injury unit, the best injury unit in the game, still very powerful. And also ML Ludwig for cleavers. Other than that, this Moonlight Mystic Summon rotation isn't too crazy, right? Next we have the Powder of Knowledge shop here. Good artifacts here. The biggest one is going to be Alexa's Basket, if you guys are looking for a good artifact for your Arbiter's Revealed Druid or just any thief that relies on greater attack buff. Very, very good option. But yeah, pretty much it for this patch though, guys. We have 2 limiteds coming out. Like I mentioned in previous videos, we might have a collab coming in the future, so it might be a bait, but who can pass up on this unit here? Looks amazing, and also, of course, Landy, one of the best PvE units in the game. Thank you for watching, guys, and of course, thank you for all the support to my channel, and I'll see you guys next video.